Hello guys. Welcome to another anonymous code playthrough. We're finally on playthrough number 10. Despite people say anonymous code being a little bit short, I think it's a pretty good length. Alright, the playtime is pretty I say decent. It's not like it's too short. Well, what do I know? I haven't played enough science adventure series to say that, but I mean, so far I feel like this is pretty long. Not pretty long, it's just alright. Okay, the playtime's alright. Anyways, I was very busy with school lately, and I just finished most of my work, and I got some free time today to play. Aside from that, a quick little recap regarding where we at Anonymous Code. If I recall correctly from last playthrough, Pollon infiltrated the Gaia Institute, right? Trying to save Asuma's mother, right? But that didn't turn out that well, and Asuma's mother died repeatedly again and again, which is very similar to the situation or the scene that's being that was portrayed in Steins Gate, right? When Okupe tries to save Mayuri during the Alpha tractor field, right? No matter what Okupe do, Mayuri keep dying over and over again in that tractor field. And it's very similar to what happened here in Anonymous Code. And if you recall, I kept saying from the last playthrough that the convergence was too strong. That even though Pollon Takaoka has the ability to go back in time, right? Like it's short amount of time, go back to in a short amount of time and try to change the death of Asuma's mother, he just couldn't do it. There was a little bit of a side effect when Pollon Takaoka kept using the saving load, where he just kept getting like blackouts. When he would experience blackouts, we would just, I'm not sure if it's from also his point of view, but he did say that he was like blacked out or like unconscious, or he was unaware of what he was doing, right? He keep blacking out like 5 minutes, 10 minutes, like, and this affected him in the progress of saving Asuma's mother. And after a certain number of loads and saves, like the effects was too strong to a point that there was no way of him saving Asuma's mother. Well, else, like, he would just not. Where we reached a bad ending, right? When we kept loading and saving, we reached a bad ending where he would just like not do anything, right? Like give us a conclusion where he's like, the game says that the load and save caused too much stress, right? Mental stress, I believe, on Takaoka. So that's interesting. I'd like to see why that would occur, but Other than that, without further ado, I've been talking for like approximately 5 minutes. Let's continue. Give me a second.
No, that's not entirely right. Gaia is mine, and I am Gaia's.
I forgot to mention that. What was I about to say? Oh yeah, that Asuma had. We had seen Asuma's power from last playthrough as well, where whatever he wished, or whatever he thought of something, it will happen in reality, which is very similar to the powers, right, that Gigalomaniacs have. But in this situation, it's obtained in a very different way, where it's through the simulation, right, and not like you know, made because of an equation, right? It was, the power was created because of the simulation, not because of the IR2 equation. Asuma Soga whispered as he looked down at his mother's corpse. Asuma! Oh no, yeah, he's disappeared. How can we do that? Oh yeah, he probably just like on teleport, and he just used quantum teleportation, right? He felt someone had called out to him, but he ignored them and moved instantaneously to his private room. There were a few soldiers in the way, but he deleted them the moment he saw them. He simply wished to move to his room and for the soldiers to disappear, and that was enough to make those things happen. Now Asuma could do with the world as he desired.
I can do anything. My sync rate is beyond 100%.
How does that make sense?
I'm sitting at 320%.
How does that make sense though? What's sync rate? How does that make sense? Right? Sync rate, as Asuma stated from last playthrough, it's just how much your action correlates to the simulation, betrayed in the simulation, right? How does it go beyond 100%? That is beyond beyond my knowledge, but it's like, what? Right. The definition, let's be clear, the definition is how accurate your action in reality is similar to those portrayed in the simulation, right? That's the definition of sync rate, right? Right. The more your action reflect those in the simulation, that is closer to 100%. If your action in reality does not reflect what's shown in the simulation, then you have a low sync rate. I don't know what the fuck is 320%. I don't know what's that supposed to mean. What 320% supposed to mean?
I can tell for sure, because it's myself I'm seeing. There's nothing I can't do. Nothing.
And so Asuma wished. He wished for the view he'd been fixated on all along. And his wish come true immediately.
Asuma, go to sleep.
Oh no, he envisioned his family, bruh.
You shouldn't stay up so late.
His mother and father were here now. The mother, who died after piercing her own neck with a knife, was perfectly fine now. She smiled gently at Asuma. His father was there smiling too. Asuma had only seen his father like this in the distant past, back when he was still little, long before the man had committed suicide.
Asuma, I think we should all go somewhere tomorrow. Any requests? I'll take you anywhere you like.
Oh, you're just saying that because you want a day out yourself, honey.
Okay, you got me.
But is it really real? Can you say this is real?
But what do you think, Asuma? Why don't you tell me how you feel?
You can't perceive this as real. There's no way.
You can tell us anything. We'll do whatever you want us to. If you want, you can even stay home and relax. And then I'll make yummy omu rice for lunch. I know how much you love it. We can eat it all together.
No matter what happens, we'll be together. As a family.
Nice. I think he's buying it. Even though he can generate this moment, it's not real. Asuma's parents moved closer to each other. The father gently held the mother's soldiers. Well, I can't differentiate soldiers and shoulders. Okay, shoulders. Okay, shoulders. Okay. Well, she wrapped her hands around his waists. They were happy. They were looking at Asuma with kind smiles on their faces.
Asuma, what's wrong?
Are you feeling okay?
Maybe you have a fever.
The mother put her hand on his forehead to check his temperature.
You should go rest today.
Ever since you were little, you've had this habit of getting so obsessed with things that you forget to eat or sleep.
The father gently patted Asuma's head.
You don't have to tell us now if you don't want to. We can think about what to do tomorrow when it comes.
Good night, Asuma.
Good night, Asuma. See you tomorrow.
That was what Asuma had always wished for, and yet...
I feel nothing.
Yeah, it's just not... It's not fucking reality. I mean, once you... Once you have, like... No... have a sync rate, let's say, of 320%, it's just like everything you now know is simulated. There's no way everything is like real, right? Everything is simulated by Gaia.
Hey, I don't feel anything. Don't look at me with those fake smiles. Stop behaving like that. It makes it so obvious that you're faking.
Yeah.
What's wrong? Did something bad happen? You can talk to me about it. I'll listen to you.
Listen to me? No. He'd never say that.
Yeah.
My father would never say that. He was way worse than this. He was a deadbeat dad! A fucking loser!
I don't know you can say that to your dad, but
Don't be like that, Asuma. Tell me what's...
Be gone. Oh, fuck. Nah. He simply wished for it to happen, and the father was torn apart, shredded to hunks of meat. Though it happened right before her eyes, and she was covering her husband's blood and flesh, her mother continued to smile. Nah.
We really spoil you, don't we? Come here. Let's snuggle together. It's been a while, hasn't it?
What? Stop.
Oh, come on now.
I'm telling you to stop. So that doesn't work then? Of course not. I mean, when I created you, I made it so you'd act this way. But Mother isn't like this.
Ah, no.
Suma.
She didn't resist.
You're not Mother.
He could feel her warmth. He could feel her throat moving when she spoke. She felt alive. There was no doubt that mother was made of flesh and blood.
Tomorrow, I'll make omu rice, your favorite.
Shut up! You're fake!
Yeah, this is like really similar to Takumi, right? Which the original Takumi, which Shogun created the delusional Takumi, right? But in a way it's different because the other Takumi had his will of his own, right? Like he says, like, I had my own choices. It's my own choice. It's my own will. It's my own life. My life is separate from yours. Even though we're the same, I'm different. I have my own thoughts and feelings, things like that. But this what Asuma did is just creating one-dimensional, right? One-dimensional characters that was supposed to be his mom and dad, right? No, it's just a random thought I had that's popped up in my brain.
Asuma.
You're being choked. How can you still say Asuma? Like with a clear, like, not shit. You know what I mean?
Shut up!
Asuma tightened his grip. The light was fading from the mother's eyes.
I love you.
Stop! Stop it!
Like at this point, what can stop him, bro? Oh fuck! A cracked sound out as the neck was crushed. The fake mother's body felt listless and limp.
I just strangled my mother to death, but I don't feel a thing. Of course I wouldn't. I mean, I can bring her back as many times as I want and kill her over and over.
Yeah, it's just insane.
There's no meaning in that.
Oh, Asuma, I didn't realize you were dwelling on such troubling things.
The mother stood up and smiled at Asuma once again.
Die!
He decapitated her with invisible blades of air. Her head fell clean off her body and bounced away. She returned from the grave only to die again. But a moment later, the head was back where it belonged.
Asuma, come
Nah,
here.
that's a curse, bro. You love your mother too much. She gently called him by name.
Die!
This is basically reflecting his mental state right now. It's like, I want mother to live, but then the mother that's generated by the simulation, it's not real, right? It's like a loop. Mother died, I want mother. Mother is fake. Mother dies, I want mother. Mother is fake. Mother dies. This is his mental state right now. He's like stuck. He wants mother. He wants his mother, but the world is giving him the fake mother. The mother that's fake. He know in reality that his real mother just died, right? Oh my god. The blast shredded her torso as it sent her flying backwards. She hit the ground and lay still.
Life is meaningless.
Asuma gently held his mother's corpse as he cried.
Why the tears, Asuma? There.
Despite the grisly hole, that's like grisly hole in her front, and the blood draining from her body, the mother lovingly caressed Asuma's cheek. He shook her hand off before thrusting a knife into her body. What the damn, that turned dark, bro. It turned so dark so quick. It was the very same knife she used to tear open her neck.
Meaningless. It's meaningless. Right? I mean, even when I do this, I don't feel a thing. Nothing at all.
The spherical object rolls suddenly by. The moment Asuma realized it was a grenade, it exploded. At the blast, a dozen or so SFG soldiers hurried into the room. Their form was as tight as you expect from an elite unit of soldiers.
Rhino Leader, this is Alpha 1. We've made contact with Target A. Target B is also in sight. Engaging now.
The soldier's voice and footsteps sounded out from within the smoke. Asuma was unscattered by the explosion simply because he wished to be. That's insane.
Target A is unharmed! The grenade did nothing? Asuma Soga, drop the weapon and move away from the woman!
The soldiers shouted. Asuma found it annoying. He wanted the smoke from the explosion to clear, so it did. And now that he could see, he looked right at the soldiers.
Alpha team, terminate target A. Collateral damage on target B is permitted. Fire!
Oh nah, he did not do the fucking Neo thing. No, he did the real thing. He did the Neo thing. Oh no, he did the Neo thing. The bullets didn't reach him though. Before they did, each one flew off in a random direction to find the lost. Oh, never mind. Like he stopped the bullets with his hand, but it's like fucking Neo. Fucking the Matrix Reload. He just like puts out his hand, and the bullet just stops in front of him. That would be so fucking cool. Aside from it's so cool, right? What he did, right? It's so cool. It's like they should have done that. They should have done just like Osman puts out his hand, and next you know the bullet just stops. But each one flew off in a random direction, right? Which is less cool, right? Because no, Matrix had made it happen. Therefore, it's like anything else that's similar to that, but doesn't have that result. It's just not good. Define the laws of physics. It hit the walls and the floor and ricocheted off of them, but even the ricocheted bullets found their target. Eventually all the bullets froze in midair. That's what I mean! That's what I mean! Alright, okay, they did it. Okay, so the ricochet, he tried to change the trajectory of the bullets. He ricocheted off the wall, then he wished to not be hit by the bullets. So the bullets to be stopped, or the bullets just froze in midair. Which we should have done in the first place, right?
Leave me alone!
The flowing bullets then, without a sound, turned to face the shoulders and accelerated to immense speeds. The men, unable to escape in time, were riddled with lead and reduced to lumps of meat. The soldiers who opt to take cover instead of running continue attacking despite everything. What? You are dumb. He legit just stopped bullets. Right, change the trajectory of bullets and stopped bullets. How can you keep still firing? It makes no sense. You're dumb. You should just ran away. You're not gonna kill him. If you load a whole mag on a person and he still doesn't die, but it's time for you to run. A wire grenade flew towards him. It caught him and fixed him to the wall behind him. The wire transmitted an electric shock of lethal voltage. Shock should have triggered convulsions, but did nothing to Asuma. He wasn't even twitching. In fact, he absorbed electricity from the charge and coated himself in it. What the fuck? Some like what was it? I don't know what I should compare it to. Oh no, I know it was John from Unordinary, right? It's like once you use your powers, I can fucking copy or some shit like that. Or enhance it, right? Copy and enhance it, but change its attack.
Just leave me alone!
Years of degradation befell the wire. In an instant, and it felt like useless scrap. The scent of burning fuel filled the room. An immense amount of electric energy condensed above Asuma's head. It drowned out the noise of the surroundings, and a moment later all sound cut to silence. Oh nah. What the fuck you do? I just got flashbanged. Everyone got flashbang. Oh, fucked off. What the fuck is this shit? Oh, nah. Asuma stood high in the sky. Below him was the Gaia Institute he had been inside until moments before, as well as the nearby Uminomori Park. The park has been torn open by a large explosion, and countless metal beams littered the area like scattered trees after a storm. It had become a dreary forest of metal thorns. I think that's how to say it. I don't know. One Asuma had created in an instant. But Asuma wasn't at all interested in the sight below. He was overcome by immense discomfort akin to dizziness. It was because he wasn't yet used to his 320% sync rate. I guess the higher the sync rate, the more you right. Let's say there is a spectrum, right? But 100% it's in the middle, where your actions correlates to the simulation one by one, right? If you go to the left of the spectrum where it's 0%, alright, that means your actions is totally different of that from the simulation, right? You have no influence on the simulation whatsoever. And the simulation can't influence you, right? That's 0%. If you go beyond 100%, which is 220%, it is that the simulation simulates you and you simulates the simulation. I think that's how it is, right? You can't. The 100% is just a way of telling like your actions compared to the simulation, but it has a bigger meaning. That's what I'm getting from this. Right, so to summarize, 100% you're 1-to-1 with the simulation, right? But you're not influencing simulation, and yet the simulation is not influence not influence. No, that's not it. How should I say this? Like once you're over at 100%, you basically can influence, just not to a very significant degree, right? Because it's 100%, you cannot tell whether it's simulated or reality at that point once you reach 100%, because normally it should just be around 90%, 95%, like what he said, right? So once you reach 100% or above, you basically can't tell between the difference between reality and simulation. Therefore, as you have higher sync rate percentage, you begin to influence the simulation, and simulation will correspond to that, right? Will listen to your command. This is what I'm getting out of this. He was lying at the subconscious level with the Asuma one layer above. He could even communicate with them. He basically became 4D. Is what it's saying. He became 4D. His dots, his brain became 4D. It was like feeling no normal person could understand, and it was especially taxing on his nervous system. Asuma looked around. He saw Odaiba in the distance under the veil of night. It was late, so there weren't many people out, but the cityscape was well lit and brilliant. There were lights in some hotels, and one could tell there were people there. But to Asuma it was meaningless.
It's meaningless. Everything. All of it. This meaningless world would be better off destroyed. It should be destroyed.
And that's how the calamity occurred.
Destroyed!
His wish was made, and that was enough. Hotels, malls, stores, and as well as high rises and other large buildings began to undulating and wrapping like liquid. What the fuck? The ground in Adobe began to rise and reclaim land wrapped and stood up vertically. Nah, that is what it is. Okay, I was like, what the fuck happened in the background before? Many high rises slid off the ground and once detached, stretched out in all directions like flowers in bloom. But why is it like that though? They pierced a risen surface and twisted together with other buildings to form a helical shape. The ocean water flowed in with great intensity, washing through the streets. The waves flowed upwards, rushing vertically up the walls. Screaming could be heard from the twisting, distorting buildings. The buildings crashed together, merging when they should have collapsed or transforming into complex patterns. The sound of creaking metal echoed eerily through the darkness. The lifted surface folded, flipped, and began to fall. Odaiba has come to resemble one Escher's Tompel. I don't know. I'm not going to even try to pronounce that. It was impossible to distinguish up from down. Oh, so space. On Cornelius Escher. I'm not going to say the first name. I shall try. Moritz Cornelius Escher was a Dutch artist. He is known for his unique art involving optical illusions, impossible architecture, and changing patterns. Popular among the work are Drawing Hand, Sky, and Water Eye. Is that one or eye? And Ascending and Descending. Also slowly made his way towards the twisted urban spiral.
It's meaningless. That's why it's better off destroyed. Meaningless. Destroy. Meaningless. Destroy.
He repeated those words as if to convince himself. Suddenly, Asuma looked up at a hotel that has been twisted into an arch. He could see people through the broken windows, or rather, their bodies. Aging partners, a young couple, a little girl clinging to a stuffed toy. They are meaningless. That's why I destroyed them. This world should be destroyed entirely. This simulation is garbage. Asuma's mind was rationalizing his actions, but his body was raging against those thoughts. He was trembling.
You're fake!
Chill, we got it. Chill. Everyone's sick. We got it, man. You're gonna be so mad about it.
Nothing's real! Even these stupid feelings I've got! Get out of my sight! Everything! Feelings, people, this whole goddamn world!
Shouldn't all this be instant? Like, if you want to get rid of the world, it should have been just instant, right? Like with Gigalomaniacs, it's not exactly, but it's like, I don't know. You need people, right? The power, people need, you need mutual recognition for it to occur. But with Asuma, he's in the simulation. He's the one controlling everything. He's in need. Mutual recognition for all this to occur. Actually, I don't know, because people who are feeling this are doing the mutual recognition. We're seeing the destruction, who are feeling the destruction, right? So I don't know. Actually, I don't know. I might be bullshitting.
Why don't you fucking leave me alone?
Goddamn problem child. What's Pollon? What is he gonna do about this? Overcome with emotion, Asuma put his hand over his face.
I should just destroy it all, along with the earth itself.
His voice was hoarse and sullen. It had the tone of a boy pleading desperately. Okay, what is Pollon gonna do? Oh, here we go. His POV. I felt a cold breeze and lifted my head. I could finally see the sky. We made it outside somehow. After he flew the fuck up.
I don't feel up to it.
The Gaia Institute had exploded and collapsed, so getting out through all the rubble was an ordeal. I looked around.
Damn.
The whole area was wrecked. Juno scrawled in pain. I'd been holding her up.
Enough. Let go of me already.
But you need help, no? Since she assisted, I sat her down where she stood. Good news. Explosions in Odaiba, unknown if accidental. It's not, I mean, bro, compare this news to what we're seeing. I think what we're seeing is more important than the fucking Gaia Institution blowing up. Her side was covered in blood and her face was even paler than normal. When the explosion had happened, I was overwhelmed by flashbacks and found myself stuck in front of the cradle. If Juno hadn't appeared and saved me with her quantum teleportation, I'd probably been buried under the rubble. But right after we teleported out, I noticed the rebar jutting out her body. The rebar jutting out her body? Oh, what the f... Guess we owe her one.
If that happens again...
God damn,
This isn't your fault.
Thank God not couldn't kill me for this.
There was always the chance this would happen. I knew the risks.
Oh, okay.
It's because I always use maps for my
Which one?
coordinates.
Google Maps? Apple Maps? Please don't tell me you use Apple Maps.
What's with that stupid look? Don't act like you don't get it. Basically, if I jump around a place that's collapsing, certain obstacles aren't going to show up on the map.
Okay, you're using more advanced than Google Map, that's for sure now.
This isn't even that bad. I could have teleported inside a wall.
Yeah.
Still, you've saved me twice now. So...
Thanks is all she got, bruh.
Don't get the wrong idea. I didn't do it for you.
But you still say you say Pollon, so it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
I don't want you dying and leaving Kent disappointed. I'll see you work yourself to near death, and then I'll kill you myself.
Fucking yandere potential?
Understand? Now, don't just stand there. Help me get this out.
Do you really think that will help? Nah, I don't know. Jill was still doing her tough lady act, but it was pretty clear her injury hurt real bad. Looked like she couldn't control her BMI properly. She probably struggled to teleport like that. Hadn't really given her a chance to brush off my help as we made our way out. But with things the way they were, it might have been impossible to get her some help or take her to a hospital. I saw someone waving at us from from distance. Nothing else around here was moving, so it was probably easy to spot us. Oh shit, Momo. How are you? Bro, you were in the fucking at the Gaia, right? At the Gaia's center, server shit. The Gaia room. Gaia operation room. How the fuck you made it out alive?
Momo!
How did you not get blown up into smithereens? Momo ran up to us, almost tripping over the rubble on her way.
I'm so glad you're okay. Juno, you're hurt?
Magnitude 7 earthquake strikes Tokyo's Koto ward. Relation to explosion unknown.
Shut up. Stop talking. Don't even look at me.
Okay, chill, bro. Chill, man, chill.
What about you, Momo? Are you alright?
Pollon, I'm sorry, but I couldn't do anything. Again.
She must have been talking about Asuma.
He was right there. I could reach out and touch him, but why is it that all I can ever do is watch?
Convergence. You're not to die.
I'm no different. I'm sorry. I couldn't keep.
Don't blame
Asuma
yourself. Blame the
safe.
attractor field. That's what Okuma did. Just bring the attractor field.
I loaded so many times, but
Explain to her that the more I loaded, the worse my flashback attacks got.
can't sit idly by when someone's in need. My ass. I couldn't do anything. I fucking suck.
Pollon, you've been struggling, haven't you?
Don't blame yourself too much. Amo hung her head like she felt guilty. Suddenly, there was an intense rumbling in the distance. It sounded like the world was ending. Noise came from Odaiba. Even from here, I could see Odaiba high-rises twisting like living creatures, splitting apart and rising into the air with the reclaimed land. It was surreal.
What's going on?
Wynn linked us to a news broadcast.
We are live from above Odaiba. I can't believe what I'm seeing.
Oh, this is what it looks like from up above the buildings.
It is believed that there are hundreds, if not thousands of people trapped in those high-rises. All roads to Odaiba have been cut off. There is simply no escape.
That's the news. Earthquakes alter Odaiba landscape.
The Prime Minister's residence is clinging onto one of the vertical surfaces. This helicopter is 120 meters above ground, but his residence is overhead. It is currently unclear whether Prime Minister Azumaya is even alive. A group of people protesting the development of Earth simulators gathered outside the residence last night, but their well-being remains equally uncertain. The Uminomori Park and the Gaia Institution right beside Odaiba are in a state of disrepair as well.
Okay, let's see the news. It updates again. Prime Minister's official residence destroyed. Prime Minister's well-being uncertain.
As of now, there's no explanation for any of this. Oh, over there! There's a boy! And the boy is... What? He's floating?
Watch out!
Ah!
What the fuck? What the fuck is that fucking sound? Ah!
Inamori? Inamori?
Oh my god, explosion rattled the sky over Odaiba. We weren't far from it, so we could see the light it cast in the distance.
Whoa! Did you see that? Did you? Someone just shot down the news chopper, right? Right?
Hey, Polly. What's going on? I'm scared.
Did Asuma do all that?
First explosion and Gaia, now this? How the hell was this even possible?
Is he using a sacrament or something?
It's far beyond that. These feats are beyond even the apparitions of Our Lady.
Momo trembled as she stared at the carnage.
We are witnessing the end. Armageddon has arrived.
Armageddon has arrived. Goddamn. The location of the battle between good and evil that will occur in the end times, according to the New Testament book of Revelation. The world could also be used to refer to the end of the world in general. The word can be used to refer to the end of the world in general. Armageddon.
This isn't physically possible. I can't explain where all that energy is coming from.
It's just digital.
You know something, Oz?
What do you mean? We talked about this, didn't we?
Okay, let me see the news again. New news. Residents of Minato, Shinagawa, and Kanto wards ordered to evacuate. Okay.
Take quantum theory to its logical conclusion and you'll realize pretty soon that the world's digital. I didn't want to believe it. That's why I've always looked for reasons to deny it.
Yeah, he was like, everything I feel, it's real. Right, back in like some long time ago in the playthrough. Right, he was like, everything I feel, it's real. It's not fake. It's not digital. Right, I was at the rooftop at the first quest, right? He was like, I was scared to death when no one was helping me while I was outside in space.
But how can I deny it anymore? I'm seeing this shit in real life.
Yeah.
The world's digital. We're in a goddamn simulation, ain't we? I can't deal with this.
Nah, Oz, please don't kill yourself.
The soul ain't nowhere at all then.
Hey! Tengen!
Oz! Don't leave me alone!
Everyone's leaving. What the fuck? Oh shit, I forgot to I missed something. I never seen Oz that shocked. Everyone of his beliefs and had been shattered. Everything that rooted him to the ground has become unstuck in an instant. Was that the sensation?
The world. A simulation. Huh?
Honestly, it didn't hit me that hard. It was because I already been exposed to so much sci-fi bullshit. I already seen sacraments and quantum teleportation. True. If I see that shit, I'm like, bro, what the fuck? This is shit. It's insane. Quantum teleportation and now fucking the world's a simulation. God damn, bro. Too much to take all at once.
Oh. Huh.
This explains why. This explains my saving loading too. Actually, it seemed pretty clear now. You could even say that my saving loading was evidence this world was digital. True?
So, I'm a simulated person. A program. And I'm in a simulation. I see how it is.
Self-aware. You've become self-aware.
The vision I saw upon the descent of Our Lady in Fatima, her dancing sun, and that terrifying sound. This world being a simulation would explain those phenomena.
No, it could even explain how Momo incarnated.
Would that mean that beings like God and Our Lady are just people above us?
True.
Does that mean there's a higher us up there watching the us down here?
Right. We like I had this long theory, not long theory. It's like I had this theory before where it's like if the world is truly simulated, right? then the 4D is really basically 3D, right? Like if I create the simulation itself, people in the simulation themselves will perceive themselves as 3D, while they perceive the people that make the simulation as 4D, right? Because only 4D entities can like see the past and the future of the 3D object, right? Since we're saying 4D, if 4D is just time, this is the time axes, right? But then you actually really 3D, you're only perceived as 4D from the simulation. So it's like the whole dimensional thing is just maybe kind of bullshit. It's like the highest it can go is just 3D. This is, I don't know. It's just too much to think about and explain clearly without, like, you know, having actual science term around it, or like science observations around it, you know. I don't know. It's just a simple thought experiment. It's like if we're in a simulation, right? We perceive ourselves in 3D. The people who simulated the simulation will be perceived as 4D, but in reality there could be 3D, because if we, the simulated, we're in the simulation, we create a simulation of another world, another Earth, we will be perceived as 4D, right? And then the whole thing starts over again. So it's just like, I don't know. It's like, where does it end? Where does it end? Obviously, I couldn't see them, but I couldn't help looking up at the sky.
And the one up there, he'd be the real me?
No, it's like the whole loop again, know what I mean? It's like the Matrix, right? It's like, no, even though you're out of the Matrix, Neo eventually figured out that he's still stuck in the Matrix. Right, there could be a higher level, right? Higher world layer.
That is the concept of world layer.
Oh shit, he stole my words. Oh, what the fuck is this OST? Suddenly Cicada, Kent Kurihisa appeared before us.
Kent Kurihisa!
He's alive, or just digital. He finally showed his face directly. But despite how long we waited for this meeting, we weren't in a position to enjoy it.
There are Earth simulators in our world as well. And likewise in the simulated worlds that are run by those Earth simulators.
Yeah, this is a whole fucking loop again.
The worlds layered below us stretch to infinity. And virtually the same applies to the worlds layered above. The location of the topmost layer is beyond my knowledge. Though, from the current situation, we can identify the Earth simulator that is simulating this world.
Yeah. Like, the only way for us to reach the bottom is to create a world layer where Earth simulators will never happen. Like, could never happen. That you can reach the definite end, right? That is the definite end of the world simulator. The end of the world layer, sorry, or end of the world layer. But I don't know, it's just like, since if you give, if events keep repeating the same thing over and over again, of course you're gonna reach to an end reach to a point where Earth simulators can occur.
Since becoming the Calamity, Asuma Soga has been wielding godlike powers. This phenomenon can be considered an intervention from above, but its extent is far beyond that of any past incidents. And no consideration is taken toward the risk of it triggering the collapse of the world. This intervention is strongly linked to Asuma Soga's will. Therefore, I assume it is being done by the Asuma Soga above.
And the one above that, and the one above that, and the one above that, and the one above that. Continue to infinity, yeah.
So comes the question. Which Earth simulator can the Asuma Soga above exercise such unrestricted control over?
Gaia!
Correct. I cannot speak of past incidents, such as the apparitions of the Holy Mother, but this intervention is doubtless his doing.
Controversy, Gaia Institute obliterated by earthquake, conspiracy, crude news. That's conspiracies, bro.
So, if the Asuma of this world layer wants something, the Asuma above makes it happen?
Makes it happen. Yeah, that makes sense.
Does that mean it's Asuma who is going to bring about the end?
That's what he said, no?
No.
No.
The end of the world and Asuma becoming the Calamity have no bearing upon one another.
Oh, okay. My bad. Okay, news updated. Roads to Odaiba destroyed. Emergency vehicles unable to access, of course.
The end will come regardless of his actions. Its arrival has been predetermined from the moment this world was created.
Yeah, true. It's just one of the ways the end occurred, right? Because of the fate-like convergence, right? It's either Asuma is one of the causes, right?
Wait! If this world is a simulation, shouldn't it be possible to mess with the parameters or whatever to stop the end of the world?
Asuma has said that Gaia could simulate the world beyond January 19th, which was when the world was supposed to end.
Or what? Do the guys above us want the end to happen?
This is a system issue.
System issue?
I assume you are familiar with the year 2038 problem.
Mm-hmm. Like the year 2036 problem that caused a sad morning, is the issue with the potential to cause major computer malfunctions. The integer used to record the time in Unix-based system will overflow after counting past 2.1 billion seconds. Systems operating the Unix OS or its derivatives. Unix was developed in 1969 by the US company AT&T and exploded in popularity when they released its source code. Its long history had led to it becoming the foundation of many operating systems. It was possible that this overflow would trigger major system malfunctions.
That problem applies to the world we exist in.
So how you solve this is a system issue. GG no read, it's the system. Don't blame the game. Oh, don't blame the player, blame the game. Momo has said that the world would end at 3/14/07 on January 19th, 2938. What? Wait, what? Isn't what? Is that error? It should be 2038, not 2938. That's like 900 years from now. Okay. I had a vague idea that that was when the overflow was set to happen too.
But
But the year 2038 problem is almost 100% solved.
Almost.
Would something like that actually happen?
This is almost.
Resolving it on this world layer alone is insufficient. It must be dealt with in every one of the countless world layers, flawlessly.
How are you supposed to fucking make that occur? It's just like, bro, not even Okame can even do it. He can barely fucking control his world line. How can he fucking control world layers? That's insane. How can one even control world layers, right? So what?
What?
Countless world layers. They were literally innumerable, but everything would be over if even. Well, it's two ifs. Will be over if. Even if a single one of them had this error.
There's no way we can fix all of them.
Especially if it's infinite. Right? Infinite of them.
Indeed. Hence, the end is inevitable.
Are you saying that error's part of how the world works? That it's fate?
The fact that no contactees thus far, despite their powers, could alter the outcome is proof.
The fact that no contactees thus far, despite their powers, could alter the outcome is proof. Yeah, even Pollon with Lauren say it can't even affect the outcome. It's like, what? You can change the outcome. It's like, what? Oh, are you supposed to do it?
Contactees? You said I was one of those, didn't you?
The Holy Office 513 defines contactees as beings that may have been in contact with God or the Holy Mother. My understanding is that some contactees gained miraculous powers after their encounter with an observer.
Yeah, so with the ones that's simulating the simulation.
Pollon Takaoka, your ability to predict the future must have been acquired through one such contact event.
It's like, I don't know.
You're talking about how I can save and load? Well, I guess I did get that from Anon. Does that count as contact?
That's how I become a contactee. But did that even matter? Asuma became a calamity. However many times I saved and reloaded, I couldn't stop that. Oh no. There was another eerie rumble emanating from Odaiba. This one shook even the ground we were standing on. We were just having a nice chat while everything's happening. Oh my god. The buildings and businesses that have been twisting like serpents suddenly stopped. Buildings and streets started falling from the vertical surfaces. They couldn't resist gravity any longer. I'll leave the matter of saving the world to Kent. He said that there was still a way to do that.
Kent.
Oh shit.
Take care of the world and Juno.
I missed it. There was something else that I had to do.
I'll go see Asuma.
Husband of protest leader at the Prime Minister's official residence claims he is unable to contact her. I looked at Momo, she gave me a nod.
I'm coming too.
What do you intend to accomplish?
I couldn't save his mother.
So what if it was all fated? That didn't make any of this any easier on me or Asuma. If I had handled this better, things wouldn't have turned out so messed up. I was pretty sure there was nothing I could say to heal his wounds, but
I can't just leave him all alone. I gotta at least see him and talk to him.
I don't know how well that'll turn out, but
doing so will yield nothing.
I agree.
We were unable to prevent Asuma Soga from becoming the calamity. He cannot be restored to his former state.
And that's why talking to him won't change anything, huh? That doesn't sit right with me. I gotta at least tell him that I'm sorry.
Sorry, bro. You became God, bro. He doesn't give a fuck about your sorry. It was late at night, but the meeting room at the Ministry of Defense was full of people shouting.
This operation couldn't have been a more spectacular failure. Not only did we fail to eliminate the boy, we've left him completely unhinged.
And members of the Project Gaia have been following the progress on the operation to seize the Gaia Institution. The outcome has been so disastrous they've flown into a panic.
Are you telling me we should have just tightened the kid's leash? How could we have known this would happen? We couldn't possibly have anticipated these events.
He turned into a monster. This is outside the realms of human comprehension. I doubt there's anything we can do now.
It may have been a mistake to target the boy's life. We should have placated him. Then he could have been confined somewhere we could watch him.
Nah, that wouldn't have happened, I think.
It's easy to say that in hindsight. I'm quite sure that seeking a peaceful solution would have simply made the child more conceited.
He was always impossible to control. If he'd opened up to the media, he would have destroyed both us and the government as a whole. He has all kinds of information on us, down to the color of our underwear.
Bruh.
Faced with that boy and Gaia, anybody's as good as naked. Not even the US president is an exception.
True.
I'm sorry to interrupt, but the US government is breathing down our necks right now.
What are you gonna fucking do? They can do shit.
They're saying that if we don't take care of this immediately, they're going to dispatch not only the JUSDF, but the USMC too.
Never! The day we let the US military conduct an operation in Japan is the day we should resign en masse!
This is no time to be paying any mind to appearances.
They just want to take Gaia and Soga for themselves!
But without the Americans, how can we stop him?
How, even with the Americans, how can you stop him? That's the fucking question. There's no military capabilities that America can do to stop Osma. He's legit God now, right? There's nothing you can do.
There was also the rat who claimed that the Vatican was behind this mess.
I could see them doing this. It's what they specialize in.
If only we were more serious when they asked us to capture that girl. We could have avoided this.
I wonder what will happen. Actually, it was, so the same thing would have occurred, I think. So the same thing would have occurred. Right, they would have protected the end, and the end would still occur.
We might have seen this coming if we'd used Gaia. Perhaps we should have asked Soga to show it to us.
Nah, it would not.
A poorly placed joke, but...
that brother, fuck.
Mr. Sunahara, how do you intend to handle this?
How can one person handle this? Just unalive yourself now. Now. The Ministry of Defense fell silent. There's nothing you can do. He was usually composed, but this occasion he didn't seem himself. Of course. His forehead was sweating, his eyes wandering, and his legs fidgeting.
I'm retracting the order to kill Soga. It's the will of the Prime Minister.
Prime Minister? Where the fuck he is, though? The word he awkwardly blunted out invited brief silence. Everyone was shocked. But the shouting resumed a moment later, even louder than before.
Retracting it will change nothing at this point.
Yeah, you will do nothing. It's not the focus. The focus is not killing him. The focus is how the fuck, right? You like, you know, fix all of this, like the fucking buildings becoming like that, and there's no explanation to it, but just like, just kill yourself. Just kill yourself now. There's no point. Either Asuma will kill you, or he can kill you.
Is the Prime Minister simply trying to skirt responsibility? What if Soga comes to kill us? This matter won't be settled until he's dead.
He's not gonna die. There's no world where he's gonna die. No world layer where he's gonna die. He's gonna die along with the world.
We're being streamed live to the entire world! What would the world think of a country using every ounce of power at its disposal to murder a single child?
You're still thinking about how the world thinks about Japan, bruh.
Neither the public nor the international community would let us live it down. The army will contribute nothing more to this fiasco.
But then, how do we fix all this?
You just don't see it happen. You just don't see it happen.
If we knew that, we wouldn't be in this mess.
True. The minister buried his face in his hands. Their attempt to separate Gaia from Asuma had resulted in them losing Gaia entirely. Even if they wanted to protect the future now, they no longer had the means. As a result, they had no idea how to address this catastrophic situation. The situation was spiraling further and further out of control, but they could do nothing but watch. You can only watch. You're only a bystander now. There's nothing you can do. Perhaps Pollon can do something. Made our way to Odaiba on a fishing ship. We stumbled across, we arrived and saw the place was in a worse state than Umonori Park. The one responsible for this destruction was sitting, hugging his knees in the remains of a collapsing station.
Asuma!
Asuma!
The scale of the ruin made it difficult to find him. Everything looked so unreal, none of it seemed like it belonged to the world we knew. Reminding me of the days that followed the sad morning. Back then I could hear people weeping and groaning in every direction. Okay, I don't care about that news. I was desperately trying to help them. I couldn't hear anyone right now. We hadn't found a single living person while searching for Asuma. Was anyone here still alive? Asuma had done all of this, but I could have stopped it. I missed my chance to prevent his rampage. I feel responsible myself, knowing I failed.
I'm sorry. I couldn't protect your mom. If you're gonna hate something, hate me. Just don't hate the world itself. Please.
This is all I could do now. Are you using yourself as sacrificial lamb?
It doesn't matter.
Asuma.
It doesn't matter anymore.
I looked at him, but the confident and cocky boy who looked down at everyone else was nowhere in sight.
Mother, the world, none of it matters.
Why you look so normal now? Before his hair was like fucking Goku, bro.
This world just makes me feel empty. I want to destroy all of it.
Terrorism, bro. Really? Terrorism can explain the fucking land fucking standing up vertically? Bro, what the fuck are you on?
Because it's a simulation?
That's got nothing to do with it. It's because this world is trash. And you're both trash for trying to save it. We're all just copies of the real world. The things you feel are just make-believe. Oh, but Lucia, you're different.
Cabinet Secretary Prime Minister is unharmed. 3 minutes later, his well-being is uncertain. What? Why are you pointing this shit?
Huh?
You're the only one who doesn't exist in any other world layer. You were created by the Gaia above. Created by people who are like gods to us. They haven't solved the year 2038 problem either. That's why Gaia began independent calculations in an attempt to solve it. It went through an unimaginable number of patterns.
Uh-huh.
It found the simulation with the highest probability of success, then ran that simulation. That's the world we're in now. That's the world layer we're in. It's the only one with you in it, Lucia.
So she's the answer? Is that what they're saying? Well, he's saying.
Well, probability of success is still so small it might as well be 0. But you are the god's last resort. Does that make you feel better about yourself?
So she is the key to prevent the end from happening.
The end is coming anyway. They threw you into this world, Lucia, but not even you can write its course. And that's why this layer is just another failure. It's meaningless. Not even those gods can solve the year 2038 problem. Everyone's going to die. The system error is going to take us all back to 0.
Relatives and acquaintances unable to contact many Odaiba residents.
No one can change the world, not you or anyone else. So just give up and disappear.
But why are you trying to kill the last chance, bro?
Momo.
Asuma had told me a few hours ago that Momo hadn't shown up in the Earth simulations. That meant she was an irregularity unique to this world layer, kind of like an actual being sent by gods themselves. She probably hadn't expected to learn about her origins here. Now, even so, Momo didn't hang her head as she listened. Just pondering, taking all this information and like, how does this reflect the grand view of the Science of Adventure series, right?
Thank you for telling me why I'm here, Asuma. I'm surprised, but
She just kept looking straight ahead.
it's just as I said before. It doesn't matter to me that God may have arranged each of my actions.
JUSDF operations suspected at Gaia Institution before Odaiba's destruction.
Even if my sense of duty and my feelings are artificial, I will simply do what I want to do.
But we're programmed to do. Momo looked at me. I looked back at her and nodded.
Pollon and I, together, will save the world and everyone in it.
Obviously, Asuma, you're one of those people we could save. So come on, come with us.
Bro, not even fucking giving a speech, just giving a fucking short conversation telling him to come. There's no way he's gonna be convinced, bro. Don't trick the boy, he's gonna kill you.
Come on, please.
But
you won't save anything.
Our words weren't getting through to him.
It's all pointless. Just admit that it's pointless.
Residents of all Tokyo wards ordered to evacuate.
This world has to be pointless. A world like this shouldn't be allowed to go on any longer. Why don't you get it? Why?
Asuma, come on!
It's pointless. It's pointless.
News helicopters crashes.
pointless.
Gaia Institutions. Young researcher may be responsible. Bro, he is responsible.
I won't wait for the end. I'll finish off the world right now.
What do you mean?
What the fuck?
I pulled the plug on this world just a moment ago. I made something. It's up there, in space.
Made what?
A huge asteroid. It'll fall to the Earth soon. It's too close for anyone to evacuate. Hey, do you get it now? It's pointless.
Ah, shit.
The world's gonna be destroyed before the end.
Nice for these helicopters
I'm gonna
crash.
destroy it myself. But who cares, right? Not even the world getting destroyed means anything.
Asuma, delete that asteroid right now!
What the fuck? How can you command him? What are you gonna do? Huh? Punch him? He's gonna kill you instantly.
Don't tell me what to do. I don't have to listen to anyone.
Yeah.
Asuma!
I reached out to grab his arm. He could have just killed you, bro. Summary. What? Asuma's power is so outrageous. This is definitely the end of humanity. Before I could, he vanished. My hand grasped for nothing.
Shit, where is he?
Looked around, but I couldn't see him.
At this rate, Asuma's gonna abandon all hope.
Governor of Tokyo demands JUSDF intervention. The fuck? What are they gonna do? I understood why he felt that way. It was my fault he changed. It's all cause I couldn't help him. We wouldn't have been in this situation if I just done what I had to do.
If that happens again...
I might have missed my chance low there.
No.
In that case, I...
If that happens again...
Oh, you can do it yourself? I knew I had to load, but...
Shit!
Sorry, give me a second. Okay, shake off the fear that those flashbacks were going to mess me up again. A thought of them kept me from loading.
I don't feel up to it.
Bruh.
I don't feel up to it.
I was incompetent and useless.
I don't feel up to it.
Rip. About half an hour later, a siren rang out inside my BMI. It made everyone my hair stood up on end.
I don't feel up to it.
We trying to learn what we could about the asteroid, but hadn't gotten anywhere. We couldn't reach Oz either. The sound that siren ringing out amidst the chaos was familiar. I didn't know it was exactly the same, but it was like the one that I've heard on the Sam morning. It was a national safeguard siren. It was a siren used to alert citizens about imminent danger.
Breaking news. NASA is conducting an emergency press conference in the United States.
Oh shit, it's about the asteroid.
I don't feel up
In the
to
lead
it.
up to this conference, Chief Cabinet Secretary Sugo has declared that all citizens must watch it. If you know anyone currently sleeping, please wake them up and have them watch immediately.
What's the point? You're all gonna die.
Whoa, it's so late, but all the billboards in Tokyo are on. No. Wait, no. It's not just Tokyo. They're on everywhere in the country.
All news media have canceled their programming to show the press conference.
No.
I checked 4chan social media and video sites. It was clear everyone was panicking after seeing NASA's press conference. It's about the asteroid. It's definitely about the asteroid.
About an hour ago, we confirmed the...
Oh shit. Confirmed the sudden appearance of an asteroid within the moon's orbit about 330,000 kilometers from Earth.
We named this asteroid X-2038. It is roughly 3,000 meters in diameter.
3,000 meter, holy.
We have concluded from its brightness that it is a silicaceous asteroid. We were unable to see the asteroid until now. It managed to elude even Atlas.
Atlas? What the fuck is Atlas? Short for Asteroid Terrestrial Impact Glass Alert System. Atlas is exactly what the name implies. It observes the sky using telescopes and warns of celestial bodies on a collision course with Earth weeks before they arrive. Developed and operated by the University of Hawaii's Institute of Astronomy and funded by NASA. Its observations began in 2015 and were further improved in 2017 with the use of a second telescope. There are plans to establish a total of 8 such telescopes in separate places all over the globe to ensure 24/7 observation of the sky no matter the weather.
It is as if the asteroid did not exist prior to its detection and appeared literally from out of nowhere. It is normally impossible for an object this massive to appear so suddenly. As such, we checked our observation equipment for any malfunctions, but found everything to be working as intended. With the help of observatories around the world, we performed countless checks, and, unfortunately, concluded that this asteroid indeed exists. We have calculated from its trajectory that it will collide with Earth, and that impact will occur approximately 6 hours from now. The predicted point of impact is in the Pacific Ocean, and in the worst case scenario, a mere 900 kilometers from Japan's Chiba prefecture. We anticipate that this impact will generate a tsunami that will reach many countries bordering the Pacific Ocean. The effects will be especially catastrophic in Japan, where the height of the seawall could range between 50 and 120 meters.
Is there any way to prevent the impact?
How? The asteroid is hitting. What are you gonna do? Like, what can you do?
Where's the safest place to go? How true are the rumors that you actually covered up that the asteroid was approaching?
Are you certain your equipment is working properly?
Quiet! I repeat, the impact is in 6 hours. There is nowhere you can run.
Bruh.
We have a live broadcast from the White House.
Is this the president?
Everything
No way. No way. This is their depiction of fucking Barack Obama? No way. Oh, no way. Are we going to have another black president? Or just Barack Obama?
This will be the greatest disaster in the history of mankind, and will cause the deaths of hundreds of millions. It is unclear how many people will survive. This will be the greatest trial humans have ever faced, but please, try to remain calm.
Try to remain calm. I mean, they can just be like in a bunker, right? You can just be safe in the bunker and still operate the government within the bunker.
God help us all.
It says the trajectory is going to hit the Pacific Ocean, not the U.S. landmass, right? After the president's last few words, which were probably his true feelings slipping out, all the journalists in the White House press conference room ran out. What are you gonna do? Fucking go to your house and fucking crouch under your bed? President simply watched. He looked stressed beyond belief.
Stop.
Stop?
Nothing's gonna work.
Nothing's gonna work? Fuck you, bitch.
Nothing's gonna work.
I am the god. I am the god you came in contact with, bitch. What do you mean not gonna work? I knew that would only cause more panic.
The world will be consumed by chaos unless we do something. What we need is...
There's no way.
No way. Yes way.
Kent! We can stop this, right? tell me we can, please.
Ken wasn't here, but Momo desperately called out to him anyway. What the fuck? He actually appeared. Bro.
Unfortunately, the specific event of Asuma Soga materializing an asteroid was not part of the Fate Line's prediction. Therefore, at this point I have no countermeasure against it. A large percentage of my resources is being allocated for my plan to save humanity from the end.
That's an announcement. A large asteroid will crash off the coast of Japan at approximately 10 a.m.
I will take action to eliminate Asuma Soga. But the asteroid still needs to be dealt with. And that I cannot do.
Huh?
Eliminate? You'll kill him?
If the calamity that is Asuma Soga is left unchecked, humanity cannot be saved from the end.
But even if you eliminate him, the asteroid will still cause mass destruction.
Yeah, that's why they can't tell us to do it. They're us to solve it.
If you can't do anything about it, we'll have to stop it ourselves.
Yeah.
Thwarting an asteroid impact. Besides Asuma Soga, the only other individual with the potential of accomplishing such a feat is...
Can't look straight at me. What the fuck am I gonna do?
You, Pollon Takaoka.
What the fuck am I gonna do?
Whoa, you're not making any sense. There's no way I can do that.
Up until now, I used my saving loading to make the impossible possible. Residents of Pacific side regions ordered to evacuate immediately. But now I knew that stuff came at a cost. Also, this was way wider than anything I dealt with so far. It was a goddamn asteroid.
I can't. I couldn't even save Asuma's mom.
Pollon,
Momo grasped my hand.
let's do it. All of us. Together.
I mean, I appreciate the good, positivity, but we need to come up with a goddamn plan. It was a plan that we can use to stop the asteroid.
I'm the useless one, and I'm always relying on you. So
But there's no time for bickering or for casual conversations. We need to go, get on our feet and go. We got no time, bro. Fucking 10 a.m., bro. 6 hours from now.
But I think we should all work together. I'm sure
Oh shit.
But I think we should all work together and do whatever we can to stop it. I'm sure that it'll work out. We'll figure something out.
No way.
Hold on.
We're dealing with something on a totally different scale to everything we've faced so far. It's too much for us.
I gently let go of her hand. I can't even say Asuma or his mom. How good was I supposed to handle a global crisis? True. There was no way. I was useless. I just got some crazy habit and deluded myself into thinking I could save the world.
Stop the asteroid threat, and we will have a chance of survival. Your success would let me set my final plan in motion. Not that I can fully guarantee its outcome, of course.
My aim is to cause a world line collapse, which should lead to a universal fix of all world layers. And to accomplish that...
My aim is to cause a world line collapse, which should lead to a universal fix of all the world layers, and to accomplish that... Okabe?
Rather than hacking into our own world as gods, we must hack into God's world.
Hack into God? Sure. Sure. Right, which then will cause will cause like what should cause was it recursion? Is that the right word to use it? Right, if this world, which is sits in the middle, right? It sits in the middle of the world layers, right? Infinity above, infinity below, right? If you do it, then everything above will be fixed, right? Because if you hack into the world layer above, then the world layer above will hack into the world layer above that, and it will cause a ripple, right? That will save, right? Save the world layers and prevent the end. But how would that work in the bottom? That makes no sense.
Only through this can the end be averted. Pollon Takaoka. That is why.
Hold on, let me read the news. Odaiba destruction. Prime Minister Azumaya's chances of survival are slim.
The asteroid impact must be stopped at all costs.
Give me a plan! How do I come up with a plan, bruh? Give me a plan! What plan can we use? What are the resources we can use at will right now? Within fucking less than 6 hours. Like, what?
Seriously, I can't.
I loaded so many times, I still blew it. I knew the same thing would happen if I tried this time. Why is Kent still smiling? Where's Momo?
I took Rosario to the hospital. Looks like she's gonna make it.
Thank you so much, Cross.
What's the point? Like, what's the point? If Ashley comes, she's gonna die again. There's no point bringing her to a hospital.
Don't mention it. I'm just looking out for my own. The traffic's crazy here. Everyone's desperate to evacuate.
To where? Where is the point? Sun had not risen in Japan yet, but the city was already in a state of panic. Looting, terrorism, mass suicide. Sorry, give me a second. Order itself was crumbling. I didn't know if it was a good idea to leave this place. No matter where we were, we wouldn't survive the asteroid impact. The number of casualties was probably going to surpass that of the Sad Morning, of course. Sorry, give me a second. Pollon was hanging his head, looking very down. He'd been like this for a while now. Like, what do you expect the men to do? No, did I read the last one? Pollon was hanging his head, looking really down. He'd been like this for a while now. It wasn't like him. The situation must have hit him pretty hard. The Pollon who looked forward and rushed ahead was the one who given me courage. I couldn't pin all my hopes on him. I was a member of Nakano Symphonies too, after all. I had to do something about this gloomy atmosphere.
So, I'd like to hear your ideas for how to stop the asteroid.
What? Okay, I'd like to hear your ideas. What ideas? You don't have a spacecraft. You don't, like, you know, have some kind of propulsion that can redirect the massive fucking asteroid, where you can't even change Earth's, you know, orbits. Like, what can you do?
What can we do to prevent it?
Momo I would say Momo has very positive thinking. That's what I would say. How do you prevent a goddamn ass asteroid from outer space? Prevent its collision, like hitting Earth? Like what? How? What? The question garnered no responses. Are like fucking like Cross. How would Cross know? How would anyone know? Maybe Gaia. Maybe Gaia knows. I asked casually, but I knew full well that situations wouldn't come so easily.
I put it on hack as a new quest. Meteor hack.
Meteor, bruh.
Huh?
The asteroid case was first meteor hack. What the hell is this? So can't prepare the asteroid. This is the stupidest thing I ever heard. Hopeless quest junkie who want to make everything into quests. Okay, I'm gonna do this. Deadpan. But it wasn't even a quest this time. The quest, for all intents and purposes, who really say it's supposed to be Pollon, will fall for everything. That's a service. This gotta be fake. Ban FW boy. If someone does take care of this, then we got ourselves a god. The reactions are
Master
mixed.
said nothing could be done about it.
And so did the fucking other hacks. We still prevented it, even though it's on a smaller scale. But it's like, you know. But those were all like within local range, right? Within the world, right? That actually is out of the fucking space, man.
The asteroid's way too close. It could have been stopped if we'd known about it earlier. But this whole situation's irregular.
Yeah.
The asteroid is 3,000 meters in size, right?
Yeah.
Okay, really phantom how dangerous that was.
Let's look at impacts from the past. One of the most famous impacts is the Tunguska one.
Tunguska? What the fuck is that? Explosion that occurred near the upper stream of the Podkamenia Tunguska River in Russia, Siberia region on June 30th, 1908. It is widely believed it was a result of a meteor impact. It is said to have burned forests as far as 30 to 50 kilometers from the center of the explosion and shattered windows as far as 1,000 kilometers away. With Russia just coming out of the Russo-Japanese War at the time, and the instability of the subsequent events, the site was not properly investigated until 1960. Is there anything else after that? Oh yeah, there was. Okay. 2013, a group composed of Ukrainian, German, and American scientists examined the local ground from that time and found minerals that were likely part of the asteroid, leading them to claim it was indeed an asteroid impact, but it is not yet wholly confirmed.
It happened in the Siberian region of Russia in 1908.
How is there footage? Is it from 1908? Yeah, probably should not. Probably during 2013 or some shit.
There was an unidentified explosion high in the air, and trees within the 30 to 50 kilometer radius caught fire. Apparently, the shockwave was so strong, it shattered the windows of houses up to 1,000 kilometers away.
Apparently, evidence substantial enough to prove the involvement of a meteor had yet to be found, though.
Based on the explosion's energy, the projected size of the meteor was between 3 and 70 meters. That's a lot smaller than the one we're dealing with.
Next, there's Chelyabinsk.
Chelyabinsk? A meteor that entered Earth's atmosphere near Russia's Chelyabinsk Oblast in February 15, 2013. This was the first ever confirmed meteor that caused major damage to people and their property. It exploded mid-fall, creating a shockwave that shattered windows and blew out the doors of 474 buildings. The atmospheric compression also set it afire, making it burn so bright that when it fell to altitude of 30 kilometers, it released ultraviolet light that gave sunburns to some people that were outside. The meteor had a diameter of 17 meters. It is speculated that it had crashed into the surface without breaking apart like it did. It would have created, and it is speculated that if it had crashed into the surface without breaking apart like it did, it would have created a crater with a 100-meter diameter and completely devastated the surrounding area.
That one happened in 2013.
Yeah, that one.
So there are plenty of recordings.
That one, there was like the common footage is someone driving on the road, and you just see this fucking big ass meteor just coming, shrieking through the fucking sky.
The meteor was 17 meters in diameter. It blew up and broke apart in midair. The affected area stretched 180 kilometers to the north and south, and 80 kilometers east and west. The shockwave caused windows to shatter.
And it was just 17 meters.
Hey, the dinosaurs went extinct because of an asteroid, right?
Yeah?
Yeah, that's a popular theory. Apparently, the Chicxulub crater in Mexico was created by the asteroid that caused the extinction.
How big was it?
All of this is hypothetical, but it was between 10 and 15 kilometers wide.
Damn, that's huge!
That's what she said.
By the way, the top 3 craters in the world are called the 3 greatest impacts.
3 greatest impact. Let's see. The 3 largest asteroid impact craters. Chicxulub. I think that's how you say it. 10 impact. 66,000. Is it 66,000? Oh, 66.043 million years ago. Mexico, diameter 160 kilometers. Sudbury, time impact 1.849 billion years ago. Ontario, Canada, 16 kilometers. The Verde Fort, 2.023 billion years ago. Free State, South Africa, 180. Goddamn, that's big as fuck.
There's the Chicxulub crater from the impact that killed the dinosaurs at 160 kilometers. Then there's the Sudbury crater in Canada at 160 kilometers. And finally, the Fredefort structure in South Africa at 180 kilometers. The energy from Chicxulub's impact created a tsunami that's estimated to have been 300 meters tall. It also tore into the Earth, reaching as far down as 25 kilometers. Magma spilled out, and weather changed across the globe. They say that extinction of the dinosaurs was a result of both the impact and the resulting change in weather.
Asuma's asteroid was less than half the size that one, but it was still caused catastrophic damage. Also, in his current state, he could easily create larger asteroids, and as many as he like. Yep.
A 3,000 meter diameter asteroid will be plenty destructive, and it's predicted to hit the ocean off the coast of Tokyo. It'll cause a tsunami when it makes contact. And just like the NASA administrator said, countries bordering the Pacific will suffer massive damage.
Thank you very much. I've got a better idea of the size now. I've also come to realize that the situation's graver than I thought.
Yeah, is that what?
I hope there's something that can turn it all around.
There was a movie like that, wasn't there?
2012?
Movie?
That old one, made about 40 years ago?
Yeah, that one. The one where they put a nuke inside an asteroid heading for Earth and blew it to pieces. That was fiction, but we can copy it, right?
No idea what you're talking about.
Sorry, it's not that easy.
Wait, it's just sending nukes to hit the asteroid? Yeah, it's not that easy. Ms. Kumar joined the conversation.
How's the situation?
It's not looking good, but I'll keep trying.
What's Okubis saying? What's Okubis saying? I like his thoughts. His opinion on the situation. He's like, what the fuck? Everything's happening. Won't lie, what the fuck? Time machine still exists in this timeline, right? Does it? Ask her to contact universities and academic societies to ask the experts for solutions. They'll be a better source of ideas than someone like me.
Why can't we copy the movie? Not enough time?
It's basically not. It's not possible.
It's 3,000 meters in diameter. You'd need a whole lot of energy to shatter an asteroid of that size, and we don't have the means to get the amount we'd need into space. It's also too close for us to divert its trajectory away from Earth with a nuke.
If Asuma had determined the size and distance of the asteroid to remove, that was an option. Even if launching a nuclear bomb into space seemed like it would work, that kind of effort would need international coordination. Yep. It wasn't something we could put into motion. If I was thinking strictly in terms of the physical was a bad idea.
Hey, what would happen if Kent eliminated Asuma before it hit?
What are you... Wait, that's a good question.
Asuma was the one who created it, right?
Yeah, but it's already in the... It's already in motion. You can't stop it. He's letting physics take care of the collision. He's... what?
If he disappeared, wouldn't the asteroid disappear with him?
No, he materialized the object. Yeah, pretty sure... Oh man. I don't know.
The two are independent of each other. The only reason I am undertaking the elimination of this world layer's Asuma is to prevent any further global-scale environmental manipulation from occurring. Currently, Asuma Soga is highly synchronized with the Asuma above, enabling the two to have mutual awareness. This means what Asuma wishes for in this world is perceived by the Asuma above. It was Asuma in the upper world layer that created the asteroid, not the one here. Therefore, even if the Asuma in this layer were to die, the asteroid would not disappear with him. And the same holds true for the Asuma above, under the assumption that we somehow managed to eliminate him. The only way to delete that asteroid is to have the Asuma above alter Gaia's parameters.
Yeah.
So you have to hack the world layer above you.
That means all we can do now is pray to God, huh?
Pollon was right. This really was too great of a task for mere humans. That's just what I'm saying, bro. How can you even just like come up with a plan to deal with this? This is beyond anyone's reach. I knew that. I fully understood it, but surely there was something we could do. Four hours? There's nothing we can do, but even so.
There's no way.
Momo was standing near me in silence. She was looking up past meteor impacts. What are you gonna do from that? You can't. Just no fucking way. She was alone. Cross and we were still helping her. My God. Everyone was sharing videos about those impacts, reminiscing the times where Earth got hit. Nobody was saying it, but I could sense their despair. They were focused on the Chelyabinsk event from 2013. It was cause that was the most thoroughly record event. Oh my God. They really depict that accurately, huh? There were recordings from multiple angles thanks to all the witnesses, and a lot of the footage was on the internet. The clips that had been picked up by the news media right after it happened were the ones with the most views. But there were a lot of recordings that didn't break triple or even double digits. Most of them ended with a couple minutes and some were just a few seconds long. Momo and the others were using specialized apps to decrease the clarity of certain parts of the videos, then sharing them over BMI. How is this not clear? I mean, the ones we had is pretty fucking clear. They've been doing that for a while. I was too busy feeling sorry for myself to join though.
I think the Chelyabinsk event and the current asteroid have some features in common.
Like what?
NASA and other organizations all over the world are keeping an eye out for meteors and asteroids likely to hit Earth. But it seems as if nobody noticed the Chelyabinsk one until just before its impact. It was almost as if the 17-meter meteor appeared out of nowhere next to Earth. Don't you think it's similar to the meteor hack?
Why are you calling meteor hack?
The asteroid we have now isn't a natural phenomenon. Asuma just wished it into existence.
Yeah.
You shouldn't try to look for patterns where there aren't any. That's what conspiracy theorists do.
True.
Right. I'm sorry.
But if that world was an Earth simulation, then weren't the events of the year 2013 when the Chelyabinsk appeared also confined to this simulation? We were dealing with a situation Asuma had caused on a whim. In that case, it was possible that the Chelyabinsk was also God's whim. It was like God was doing a little trolling. In a world like this, stuff like scientific evidence probably didn't mean much to begin with. Our world had miracles and supernatural phenomenon, quantum teleportation, sacraments, the end, the appearance of an asteroid, almost incarnation, saving loading. This world was a world built on the whims of those in the world layer above us. We were like guinea pigs in a little plexiglass box. I felt as if Even the thoughts in my head were the result of someone messing with current parameters. Logic of the world I believe to be real have been torn apart.
There's no way.
The despair, the feeling that there was nothing we can do, they were just growing stronger.
Stop.
It'd been great if we could pray to God to save us, but God had never been the best listener. True.
Stop.
What do you think, Anon? Save and load.
Nothing's gonna work. Yeah, right. Like you'd answer me either.
Save and load.
There's no way.
I just answered you. I just answered you. Momo was doing her best. She wanted to save the world, and a sense of duty was pulling her forward. She was searching for hints, looking at every clip that caught her eye, playing them over and over and over. What's the point? Her behavior was almost obsessive. She really truly wanted to save the world. Momo was something else, but it was impossible. A new video started playing. She shared with me too. I watched it, but I wasn't paying attention. Once it was over, I went back to the start. And then again, and restarted again and again. Like, I know something about the video. Something I could make out right when the meteor blew up. The footage went all white after the explosion. What caught my eye was one before that. I'll play it again. I haven't noticed it on the previous videos, but...
Hey.
Pollon? What is it?
About this video you just sent me.
Huh? Yes? Yes? Did you notice something?
Right before the meteor explodes, it looks like it gets hit by something that flies up from behind. Something even faster than the meteor itself. Can you see it?
Huh? Really?
It's in 2010 quality, so it's hard to tell. I used the app to increase its clarity, but this is the best it can do.
Now that you mention it, I guess I can see it.
Can we contact the person who took this video?
No way, no time.
I doubt it. This isn't the original video. Looking at the account, it's a re-upload.
Yeah.
I see.
What are they gonna do? They just said I just recorded it. I don't know what the fuck happened. The video was probably out there somewhere. The original was probably out there somewhere. But even if we found it, there was no guarantee we would be able to contact the uploader right away. The video was more than 20 years old. God damn.
I'm sorry. I guess I'm just imagining things.
Yeah, I shouldn't be wasting our time on false hopes.
Wait, that's actually an interesting theory.
What you have?
If something had hit it from behind, what could the mysterious object have been? A detached piece of the meteor? No, the gap in their relative velocity is too wide. A fragment couldn't have caught up with it.
Yeah.
Was it a missile or something?
No.
That would mean that someone successfully shot it down, right? 20 years have passed. You'd think that whichever country, organization, or individual that pulled that off would have claimed the glory by now.
Yeah.
So, did another meteor just happen to collide with it?
That would mean both were on an almost identical trajectory.
Miss Lit tilted her head one side, then smiled.
All right, who wants to try replaying this moment in an Earth simulator?
An Earth simulator? You mean you want us to go back to the Gaia Institution?
Gaia was under Asuma's control though. Even if we stuck in there, we wouldn't be able to use it.
No.
I don't mean Gaia.
Oh, you have it?
Japan and the Vatican aren't the only places operating Earth simulators behind closed doors. Officially, development on all of them has ceased, but lots of countries are still running sims in secret.
And you have connections to those places?
You'd better believe I do. I pulled some strings and got permission to use one of the Earth simulators in the US. Pretty good on short notice, huh?
Pretty fucking convenient, that's for sure.
Who did you ask for help? Oz?
No way.
No, I can't even contact Oz. Kaoru and No are looking for him though.
Nah, he's on suicide watch, man. That guy's on suicide watch.
I asked Kurisu.
Let's go, Kurisu. Where you at? Where you at?
She has an above-board image, but I'll have you know she's involved in plenty of shady stuff behind the scenes.
Goddamn, she does. That's the Kurisu I fucking know. A few minutes later, Miss Liz shared the simulation data with us.
Check it in VR mode.
There's no point to any of this. It wouldn't help at all. That's how I felt, but I couldn't stop myself from turning on the VR mode.
Set it to 9:20 and 26 seconds local time. We'll start 10 seconds before the explosion.
I see it!
Whoa! Takaoka was heckin' right!
It's possible that by pulverizing the meteor, the object reduced the lethality of this event and saved lives.
Yeah, but what could have fired it?
What could the object be?
I don't know. We need to analyze it more thoroughly, but there's no time for that.
Nothing's gonna work.
Though I can say it's something that might qualify as supernatural.
Stop. But what about it? How does it help? It's just one detail from a past event.
Yeah.
It doesn't even hint at a solution to the asteroid coming at us right now.
Plus, that meteor size was fucking small. We're facing a 3,000 meters diameter size asteroid. Like, what?
If there's no time to launch nuclear bombs into space, perhaps we could use something that's already in space?
Oh?
Like what?
The S4AD? S4A. What was that? SA4D, a strategic attack for defense. I think that's it.
This might be an absurd idea, but couldn't we make use of all the space debris in Earth's orbit? Perhaps we could use the SA4D too.
The SA4D, yeah.
Would that be feasible?
So you're thinking of recreating Chelyabinsk?
Oh. Momo, everyone fell silent. Momo was right. It was an absurd idea. But it's better than doing nothing, right?
Like Miss Kumar said, the odds of something like that happening, we'd be talking about a supernatural event.
That's true. But if we tried to reproduce all the conditions and get every variable right, it could work. Couldn't it?
I feel like Momo was losing her cool. She was clinging on to a scenario with next to no chance of ever happening. There's nothing to it. The whole idea was a false hope.
The thing hurtling toward Earth this time is far larger than the one that exploded over Chelyabinsk. As I mentioned, it would take an enormous amount of energy to pierce and destroy this asteroid. I'm not sure there is debris that would fit the bill.
The debris catalog. Huh? I found it while looking into asteroids. The debris catalog records the data of all orbital debris, greater than 3 centimeters in size.
By all, do you mean all?
Yes. All confirmed debris.
How can we check the list?
It's on the internet. Anyone can open it.
Alright, nice. I'll check the catalog.
Thankfully, this asteroid is silicaceous rather than ferrous. Providing the projectile is suitable, it can be destroyed. We'll need more than mass alone to destroy an asteroid, though. We'll need to know its orbital position, too. The asteroid will enter the atmosphere in about 5 hours, so we have to identify the debris that can make it to the asteroid in time.
And if we want to hit it, we'll need to be able to control that debris remotely, from the ground.
So we need debris we can communicate with. Let's look at the list.
Alright, I'll hit up the hackers I know. We need everyone we can get for this.
I'll try calling my friends too.
The experts I know are dying to do something about this. I'll share this idea with them right away.
How can...
Hey, calm down, you guys.
It wasn't just Momo now, everyone, even Miss Slid was getting involved.
It's not gonna work. It's just not.
You gotta try something, come on Pollon, you gotta try something. Even though it's not gonna work, you can still save and load. You can still save and load.
We can't do this. You know we can't.
Pollon, that's enough.
Oh shit.
You're nothing but dead weight right now. You couldn't do what you had to, and it broke you. I get how you feel, so shut up for now. The rest of us right here are still trying our best.
This is like the Maho and Okubi conversations. Like, everyone's still trying to find Science Gate. You're the one who fucking gave up.
Cross.
It's your childish and embarrassing ideals that brought us all together. Don't forget that.
I didn't know what to say to him. Before I might have been able to stand with them and face the future, to rush ahead with them. But now I knew my limits, I couldn't face the future.
Nothing's gonna work.
Man's mental is broken. Weak. Compared to Okubi, weak. Weak mental. Weak mental. Mental power not in the right game, bro. After about half an hour, Mr. contacted us again.
Listen up, everyone. We found debris that tick our checkboxes.
Huh?
You did? I had some experts help me, and I even got to use the QCT
Oh, what the fuck?
again. I had a little help from Amadeus too.
You mean Kent?
No, Kurisu.
Kurusu Amadeus, bro. That's the OG one.
Anyway, I got some of the world's best brains on this, and they managed to find some debris that could do the trick.
Seriously?
We won't be using actual debris though. We're going to borrow satellites from the Astrea project.
Astrea project?
You know about the space elevator that's being built, right?
Oh, that's fucking the worst idea.
They're already sending material for it up there on a regular schedule.
Oh yeah, there was one under construction in the Pacific Ocean. They're already sending materials for it up there on this regular schedule.
It's being used for space resource development missions still in the proof of concept phase. The Astrea project is one of them. Its mission was to use satellites to tow lots of small asteroids from the Apollo group closer to Earth. The asteroids are metallic and about 500 meters in diameter.
Oh shit. Then the future asteroid collected that way could be used for further development, huh? That makes sense.
And the satellites used for this proof of concept, Astrea 1, 2, and 3, all happen to be stationed at the space elevator's orbital platform.
Oh, so what a coincidence. So that meant...
The idea is to crash them into X-2038, along with the asteroids they towed over. If the calculations are right, the impact would be in relative distance, 50,000 kilometers from Earth.
They calculated all that so quickly. That's amazing.
But Miss Lid didn't look too excited. And then it seemed like the strategy alone would solve the crisis. Yeah, you could break the asteroid, but those tiny pieces from the asteroid would still hit Earth, right? It would scatter across Earth. Minimal damage, yeah, but it went in the world, right? As if the regular asteroid would have hit Earth.
But that impact wouldn't be enough to outright destroy X-2038. Even if things went according to plan, only about 40 to 50% of the asteroid would be destroyed. The scattered pieces would still be enough to cause major damage.
Yeah. It wasn't gonna be that easy, huh?
That's why we're looking into another plan too. one utilizing the Space Guard system.
What the fuck is a Space Guard system?
It's the space defense system deployed by the JUSDF.
Space Guard, yeah, that sounds familiar. I never heard of that. JUSDF Space Force set that up themselves while the G26 nations employed the SA-40. Although unlike SA-40, the Space Guard used large missiles placed in orbit, which seem relatively simple.
There are 9 Space Guard missiles that can intercept X-2038.
It's also convenient. Oh, so fucking convenient.
They could be used as a follow-up to the Astrayasats.
And all of that would be enough to neutralize even a 3,000 meter asteroid, huh?
Though, no matter which strings I pull, I can't find anyone who can connect to Space Guard's HQ. It's looking like I have no choice but to hack into it.
Oh, hold on, you on it?
There's no way.
The security there is no joke either, so it'll be a race against time.
Oh, Tokyo were predicted to be destroyed by asteroid impact. Kemp could probably handle it, but he kind of had his hands full, didn't he?
Cross, Wind, can you go on the internet and get help from the hackers who have joined in on the quest?
They both nodded. Scientists, experts, and hackers from all over the world are coming together to deal with the situation. Oh, I load.
There's no way.
Bro, man, it's fucking panicking. It's just fucking dead weight like Okabe. Oh shit.
Status report. What's going on?
The ABMS is being hacked. It's refusing to respond to our commands.
What is ABMS? General Advanced Battle Management System. Used by the Air Force, it's a cloud-based system that connects not only units on land, at sea, and in the air, but also military satellites in space. ABMS can instantly integrate the vast amounts of data collected from all its sensors, greatly improving the precision of its situational awareness in combat. This sounds so fictional.
What? How could someone take over the Air Force's battle management system?
Yeah.
This can't be happening. No average hacker could break through this system's security. It's the very foundation of the army.
Analyze the situation and take back control. Also, connect me to the Minister of Defense.
Right away.
What's happening? We have an emergency. We have many emergencies! I can't even contact the Prime Minister! What is it this time? Someone has taken over the Air Force's management system. We've lost control over it. What? And what does that mean?
The fuck?
We no longer have control over our unmanned vehicles. They're in the hands of whoever commandeered the system.
But U.S. security, shit.
They might attack indiscriminately, even civilians. They could even cross borders and wage war on other countries. What? Japan alone is host to about 500 of these vehicles, and we have no means of stopping them.
Oh, what the fuck is this? Oh, what the fuck? God damn, what the fuck? God damn, this is a new view. What the fuck is this? God damn, oh fuck. Well, that's so cool. What the fuck? Oh damn. That's cool as fuck.
The 28 MQ-67A units at Misawa are scrambling, but Misawa issued no order to sortie.
The 15 units at Hyakuri have scrambled as well. We've lost control of over 30 more.
So far, Chitose, Matsushima, Iruma, Komatsu, Komaki, and Miho have reported that their MQ-67As can no longer be controlled.
We've received contact from the U.S. They're absolutely convinced that the hacker who took over the system is Cicada 3301.
So we're in the hands of a wizard. What is he after?
All units are heading towards Tokyo. It doesn't seem that he intends to intercept the asteroid, though.
Control! We have completed analysis of the target coordinates set for all
I see. Their target is...
Asuma. Oh, nah.
Asuma Soga! It's not my fault. This isn't my fault. I'm not responsible, so go right ahead. Kill him.
He's not gonna die.
Is Soga dead? Did they get him or not? Biosigns detected.
He's not gonna die. Like, I don't understand. No conventional weaponry would affect this guy. What the fuck?
He is alive. What?
Error has occurred in the system. God damn. God damn, that's so cool.
Damn you, monster!
You're the one who created this situation, and it's not technically his fault. But, he played a part of it. At the same time, news broke around the world that the Pope was about to make an emergency statement. It was late at night at the Vatican. Popes almost never announced speeches at times like this.
This world will not meet its end with the asteroid, for that is not the will of our Lord.
The Pope's speech opened with the promise of hope, but the man had more to say.
The true end shall come approximately 11 days hence. We were granted this truth by Our Lady of Fatima some 130 years ago. January 19th, 3:14 and 7 seconds, Coordinated Universal Time. As foretold by our Lord, that is the moment when all shall come to ruin. Until that moment comes, let us join hands and find peace in prayer.
First approach of a devastating asteroid now, Pope himself was declaring that another end was still to come. Regardless of nationality, faith, and race, his words were enough to instill panic in all mankind. A bunch of streamers were broadcasting Kent's drone attacking Asuma, albeit from a safe distance. The attack raged on. I've been watching for over 30 seconds and it hadn't stopped for a moment. In the world, the asteroids that Asuma doing, now we know for sure that this world is digital. We could hear the explosions from here and their vibrations reached the ground we were standing on. Some of the buildings Asuma had messed up were barely standing, they were starting to collapse. It felt like a battlefield. Also felt like I got a glimpse of how brutal Kent could be. I realized how weird it was Asuma could deflect all these attacks and stay untouched.
It looks like he's hurting.
The streams were way off, but I could just make out Asuma. Things almost should have been sort of malfunctioning, possible relation to combating Odaiba. Well, it seems he was crying, begging for someone to help him.
you two get out of there? If the asteroid hits, you'll be underwater.
There's no point running now.
Yeah, there's no point actually running now. We couldn't get away even if we made the wrong turn somewhere. We could end up getting caught up in one of those attacks.
Also, the army's attacks are causing network disturbances all over.
Yup, I could hear that.
It's making the panic even worse. There's traffic everywhere, and the infrastructure is starting to fail.
Cross? You're cutting out.
Yeah, you just say there is network interference. What's the news? Central Road congestion slows evacuation of Pacific side regions.
There's disturbances. The 23 wards and the area around Kawasaki are all...
Network disturbances. Was it cause of the army drones?
Stop.
All right, everyone. Time to talk.
Miss Kumar, how's the situation?
Listen up, everyone. All seems good with Estrella, but I can't say the same for the situation with the Space Guard.
Hackers from around the world seemed like they were making good progress, though.
First, there's the network disturbances. The US is suffering them too. We were reporting our progress just fine. But after I got that data, we lost contact with each other. It might be tricky to connect with them again, all things considered. One more thing. To minimize the damage from X-2038, we need to hit it with at least 9 Space Guard missiles.
So happens, so we have 9 Space Guard missiles.
We need to issue a command to move them into X-2038's trajectory. The timing for that command is pretty strict too, and I can't find a facility we can use to send it when we need to. The global panics made it hard to contact most comms facilities. I tried places on the ground and even comsats, but I couldn't find anything we could use.
What if they just adjusted the trajectory of the Space Guard itself? Would that shift the window a little bit? How about using multiple commands? Momo asked before I could get the words out.
They said they tried to look into those options. But if we tried those, we'd run out of either time or fuel. They're not viable options.
I see.
I figured the SA-4D could be used to change the trajectory of the Space Guard missiles too. But apparently that was unrealistic.
The SA-4D have been deactivated too.
Yeah.
SA-4D.
But it's not like they're completely inoperable. If we reactivated them, maybe we could get them to attack the asteroid.
All of them? No. They're too far from each other. At most, we could mobilize a couple dozen for a simultaneous attack, but they wouldn't amass enough energy to destroy the asteroid.
Damn.
Would it be possible to hack SA-4D's core systems, then change their orbit so they could all attack at once?
That idea's worth looking into, but I'm not sure we have time.
Stop. Stop.
Everyone was bringing up whatever ideas they could find, but none of them were realistic. What if I load it again?
There's no way.
No, I was too scared of having another attack. You're fine now. Actually, it's just a day. Yeah, actually, I don't know. But you should be fine though. You should be fine.
Nothing's gonna work.
One more possibility comes to mind.
Nothing's gonna work.
There's a deactivated satellite in the area that would be just right for us.
Oh?
Just one, though.
Huh? Really?
There was one SA-4D sat that malfunctioned during Sad Morning. It didn't attack. Did you know that?
Yeah.
SA-4D-0144, right?
Yes, but 0144 itself doesn't matter. A certain rumor spread regarding what happened there. Apparently, 0144's malfunction was caused by a hacker who got in using another comm sat.
I've never heard about that.
Me neither.
Samesies.
Samesies? This first time I heard of it too.
One of the people helping us out right now is involved in the SA-4D decommission project. He's my source for that rumor.
So there's a chance that a comsat could be reactivated and used to tell the Space Guard missiles to move at just the right time.
But accessing that SAT and getting the channels, passwords, and optimal comm systems would take a while. And then there's the time we'd need to secure the channel from the SAT to the Space Guard missiles.
Nothing's gonna work.
Considering all that, even if we could get that SAT up and running again, the probability of our plan working out is still low.
Stop.
There's the plans right there. Oh, that was too much of a gamble as well, huh? All this wishful thinking was getting us nowhere.
There's no way.
But we weren't in a position to drop everything in favor of such a remote chance of success.
Stop.
But there may be something we can do. What is the satellite's name?
It's called
Stop.
the OnWeb satellite.
OnWeb satellite.
Stop. Huh? Nothing's gonna work.
OnWeb 0023 to be more precise.
OnWeb?
Pollon?
Never expected to hear that name here.
Pollon, are you okay?
What's wrong?
Hey, Miss Lid, about that SAT, was it launched in 2020? And is it listed as 45136Y in NORAD's satellite catalog?
Oh, we got ourselves a plan. NORAD, the North American Aerospace Defense Command, is a joint American-Canadian organization with an HQ located at the Peterson Space Force Base in Colorado. It observes satellites 24/7 and watches for ballistics or nuclear missiles, as well as strategic bombardments. They also have a Christmas-themed program called NORAD Track Santa, where they claim to use radar and other technology to track Santa Claus, bringing some Christmas cheer to children.
Huh? Yes to both. How do you know that?
It's probably his dad. What kind of coincidence was this? Was fate itself trolling me?
That's the satellite my dad did maintenance on.
What?
Give us the details.
Give us the details. The gun pointed to your head. Give us the details.
OnWeb was an internet comms company, right?
Yeah, it went bankrupt 17 years ago.
So 2020?
I found an article about it.
85% of their funds, 176 employees have been dismissed. OnWeb's goal was to provide global internet service using essentially satellites. Was it fucking trying to fucking do like what Elon is doing with his fucking internet satellites?
Okay, so back then, SATCOMs-based internet wasn't practical yet. I wasn't even born then.
Good thing. Me either. I won't be born for another year.
My dad worked for them as an engineer. By the time OnWeb went bankrupt, they had already sent 70 test sats into space.
And they're still in orbit.
My dad and the other employees were dismissed with the bankruptcy. But the company applied for corporate rehabilitation law. That's why they expected the company to come back eventually. And that's also why a bunch of the ex-engineers secretly did maintenance on the 70 sats that were already in orbit. They did it so those sats would be ready to go whenever the company recovered. That day never came, but Dad and the others kept up with the maintenance.
It's like a piece of my dream, continuing to brave the skies today.
True.
Even though everyone forgot about them, and they'll never be used again. The other engineers and I, we made them. We put them up there. And we're gonna remember them, look after them, until the day they burn up. That's why I still maintain it. Hey, Pollon, if something happens to me, would you look after it for me?
Oh, young Pollon voice? Goddamn.
I guess this stuff doesn't make much sense to you. Sorry, Pollon.
How you can recall it? How can you recall it? I still remember the moment when I was still young and Dad still had that light in his eyes. He stopped paying me any attention after our family had broken up, but he never stopped working on that satellite. Always with his back to me, always locked up in his room, always like that.
Don't disturb me. I'm working.
Lisa had just said something that I used the on-web sat to hack SA40-01144.
They say that if 0144 hadn't malfunctioned, there might have been one more crater in Tokyo. At least another 5,000 casualties.
Stop.
That had saved those people? Workaholic who didn't seem to give a shit about his family saved all those people?
What the hell?
Why hadn't he told me if that was true? That he wasn't just some incompetent asshole. He was the only hacker in the world who stood against the Samurai event. Not even the most wizard tier hackers could hold off. That was more skilled, respectable, and awesome than I was. Well, I ever was. He was a real hero.
Pollon, look at this. If we could access OnWeb 0023 right away, we could use it to communicate with Space Guard missiles.
I reached into my pocket and ran my fingers across the board in there. And the reason why I could make a living as a hacker these days was because my dad had taught me programming when I was still little. Oh, that's his dad.
You're a fast learner, son. Maybe you're on your way to becoming a wizard.
A wizard?
Uh-huh. Hackers are wizards. We can make anything happen.
I mean, if the world's digital, that would make sense.
Make the impossible possible. That's your old man's motto right there.
There used to be so much kindness in his smiles. After our family fell apart, I just stopped going into his room. Always just stood outside looking at him, saying nothing. I never even tried talking to him. I turned my back on him too. He never turned to face me. But he was a man who never let go of his ideals.
Pollon, what do you want to do?
Honestly, I'm still not sure about this.
Load.
We're still fine.
Still fine. Load.
If I had a choice, I'd rather not use it.
I did something now that make me like that. That make me like that. Yeah, it would. So load.
We're still fine.
I had a model of my own.
I won't sit idly by when someone's in need. This isn't it, I think.
Bruh. This is compared to Okupe's speech when he rises up from the ashes. Holding Kyoma. I mean, this is it's okay. It was not as good as the Holding Kyoma. I gave his speech. You know what I mean?
Miss Lid, I know how to access OnWeb 0023.
Really?
There's something at my place. The equipment my dad used to maintain the SAT is still there.
We might be able to use that.
Give me a sec. I'll try accessing it.
I tried remotely accessing my dad's PC back in Nakano. But could not connect due to network error.
If I had a choice, I'd rather not use it. I can't connect to it from here. We're still fine. Cross, you're at Symphony now, right?
Yeah?
Go to my place. We're gonna need the phased array antenna for the comms. Honestly, I'm still not sure about this.
Oh yeah, you did have an unusually large antenna.
That antenna is actually the only way to communicate with OnWeb 0023.
Alright, I'll go there right now.
I'll do whatever I can to get back to Nakano. Guys, sorry for being such a wuss back there.
Yeah, man, you just need a plan. All you need is a plan. It's still fine,
I'm gonna
bro.
help too. I'll fight alongside you a little longer.
A little longer, and actually, if it doesn't work, I dip. And glance at Momo that we made for the shore where we moored the fishing boat we came to Odaiba aboard.
What do we do after we turn on the antenna?
I'll use it if I need to. We'll use my dad's PC. Its security's tight though. We'll have to bypass it.
I never looked at my dad's PC. Asteroid sends government into panic mode. Attempts to communicate with US president unsuccessful.
I'll use it if I need to.
Why all the drawing looks so shit from here? You see this? It's like looks like it's like it really looks 2D. It really looks very 2D, like digital, and has like pixels on it. I'm not sure if that's intentional or they didn't put enough effort at the end. I feel like if I did, I'd find some file revealing how he actually felt. I didn't want to see anything like that. The PC had remained completely untouched.
If you can handle it, go ahead and hack it, Cross.
It's your dad's memento, though. Hacking it may cause it to crash and make it impossible to look inside. Ever. Are you okay with that?
Yeah. If I had a choice, I'd rather not use
This
it.
wasn't the time to worry about that stuff. If this was the only solution we had, we couldn't afford to get hung up on the risks.
A QCDC could hack it in no time. But we can't get our hands on one of those with the comms in the state they are.
She was right. A QCDC could break through an old PC security like it was tissue paper.
There's another problem, though. Even if we can establish comms with OnWeb 0023,
Someone had to input the commands for position control to properly communicate with the 9 Space Guard missiles.
we'll probably need a highly skilled specialist. My dad could do it, but I can't.
I think I know someone who might be perfect for the job.
Who? Oz?
Huh? Who?
Tengen.
Ah. Yeah, he was an ex-astronaut.
Have you got through to him?
No, not yet.
We're still fine.
Finding out that our world was simulated had shaken him up pretty bad. I could understand that obviously. But this wasn't a good time for that old dude to be winging out on us. I wasn't the one who would talk though. I was a mess myself until a few minutes ago.
If I had a choice,
I'll see if I can get someone else.
you do that.
We have until an hour before impact to
Hour?
establish comms with Space Guard. We have to get this sorted before that.
They gave me an hour to get from here to Nakano, then the setup comes so we could use OnWeb 0023.
If I had a choice, I'll handle it. I'd rather not use it. Still fine.
Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. What? We saving? We're not loading? Tengen Ozutani sat crouching at the edge of the empty construction site. He looked over the desolate crater. By his feet were empty capsule that once contained some form of drug. Car horns echoed in the distance. Countless frustrated drivers were stuck in traffic. Oz had passed by many people on his way here, and all of them were panicking and desperate. Construction workers had no reason to visit the crater anymore, and the veil of silence hanging over it was at odds with the chaos outside. Looking up, he saw trails left by fighter jets. Oz could tell just by listening that the situation in Odaiba was bad. It was far from here, but he could easily hear the tense noise of combat coming from that direction. Fully composed, he reflected on how it felt to be experiencing the end of the world. So it was all just digital data. After all, everything, even his own feelings, had been composed by someone else. It was the thought of that had driven him to despair.
Found you.
It was Kaoru Samazu, who was panting heavily. The man must have been running around searching for him.
Sure the chief of the CCO should be wasting time in a place like this?
I'll have you know I was effectively suspended after the pool hack.
Where's Nono?
She's resting in that car I parked over there. She was really worried about you too. At any rate, perhaps you could lend
you a hand, huh?
Oh shit. Fuck.
Think I'm gonna do that? The way I am now?
Yeah.
You don't appear to have your hands full.
Yeah.
Sure don't. I'm just sitting here being melancholic. I found out that the universe I'd spent all this time looking up to was make-believe. Someone made it up. Talk about a punch in the gut. What's the point of living in an artificial world?
To make it potentially real, maybe? I don't know.
Even if we do what we can to survive, it's all gonna end in a week anyway, right? And what are the us above gonna do? Nothing. Just mess around. They might not look at our data at all. That's why there's no point in this world.
So those are your grounds for giving up on life? Please don't say such things. You sound like a mopey teenager.
It doesn't count as moping if I'm right, right? You heard what Cicada said, didn't you?
Oz, mankind's imagination knows no limits. It's strong enough to overcome even fate.
One example, Okabe.
And as we speak, many people are fighting desperately against that fate.
I stood up and walked over to Karu.
Even the impulses of your soul are artificial. You're being fooled into thinking you can do something about all this.
That will only be true if we fail. If we can prove that we're masters of our fate, then our world won't be artificial anymore.
This world ain't designed for you to succeed. It's a simulation through and through. Quit dancing in the palms of their hands.
The very designs of the world are already falling apart. You saw what Asuma Soga did. Are you gonna tell me that stuff was by the book? That it followed our creator's rules?
Karu grabbed Oz by the chest and pulled him close. Usually a composed man, such a gesture was unlike Karu.
There's no better time to dance than now! Right now, you're more pathetic than Asuma Soga! Sure, he's crying his heart out and throwing a fit, but at least he's got the guts to destroy the world that's forsaken him! What about you? Are you really going to sit here and do nothing? If everything's meaningless, then there's as much meaning in trying to save it all as there is in giving it up!
That damn. This voice acting goes hard.
I say we dance! I say we dance hard! Please! Let's show the children that our world is neither fake nor artificial! That's what adults are supposed to do, right?
That idea only worked when we bought into the lie that ours was the only world.
The real end will only come when we deny our own souls. In other words, now's the time to believe our souls are real and do something about all this. I am the captain of my soul, and you of yours. We will prove that. The most important thing is what you decide for yourself, right?
Never thought I'd hear you come out with something that childish at your age.
I mean, it is a good statement.
Feels like old times.
Oz looked into the distance and sighed. I guess, yeah, we got him on board. We got him on board. Let's go. No, Rickwater was completely destroyed. It was even worse than when Momo and I reached Odaiba. The clash between Asuma and the army had been so tense, giant waves had formed. I feel like they swept me away if I got too close. Places like that that found before dawn were now underwater, and it was hard to get anywhere without getting soaked. But we ignored how drenched we are and walked ahead. I heard explosions above. Lost count of them at this point. Drones were going down one after another. Smoke from explosions have filled the air overhead. Large pillars of water rose from the sea. They moved across it, had minds of their own, attacking the incoming drone.
Hold on, look!
Conspiracy theory? The Gaia... What? Human population will be reduced to 500 million. Reeling dread. Holy shit, Asher Impact was these days plan all along. The Gregorian Guidestones will come to fruition. A monument built in Georgia, USA in 1980. It contains 10 commandments written in 8 languages and was the subject of various conspiracy theories and speculation. The first commandment was maintain humanity under 500 million in perpetual balance with nature. The 8 languages it used were English, Spanish, Swahili, Hindi, Hebrew, Arabic, Chinese, and Russian. Deep State. A conspiracy theory regarding the U.S. government. It claims that people with the actual political power are neither the president nor the members of Congress, but individuals or groups that control them from the shadows. Momo pointed at a deck some distance from the shore of Odaiba. I saw a familiar boat there. It was one we used to got here from Omino Mori. It had been split in half.
Damn it. We can't use that.
This will cost us some time. We had to hurry up and find another way.
Cross, how are things at your end?
What?
No good. I can't get through to him.
The comms are bad. The disturbance was only getting worse.
I'll use it if I need to.
I had no idea what was going on, so the best thing I could do was focus on getting us out of here. Could we find another boat amongst the chaos? Or am I supposed to find it for you? Honestly, taking a boat out onto Tokyo Bay seemed a lot like suicide at this point.
Honestly, I'm still not sure about this.
Another explosion? The shockwave shook the air. Looked up.
It's falling this way!
The downed fighter spewed smoke and fire as it hurled towards us at breakneck speed. We'd be dead in an instant if that thing landed on us.
Run!
I screamed to Momo. I tried to run as quickly as I could.
Shit!
The dragon water kept my leg around my neck, kept me from getting any traction.
Damn it!
The breeze rained down endlessly around me. I'd dive, a single piece hit me. The fighter itself was getting closer and closer, like it was heading straight for us. No.
Yeah, I get it.
Now, not the time to be scared about using it. It makes no damn sense not to. What the fuck is this shit? Bro, he saved on that fucking page. Why is it going over here? There.
Momo, stop!
We're walking into the breakwater.
Boat's wrecked. Let's go by land.
Huh? Okay.
Momo instantly agreed. She must realize I had loaded.
It'll take longer, but let's use the tunnel.
Odaiba was destroyed, though, along with the bridges leading to Onomimori and Ariake. The area leading to Ariake was especially bad. The landscape itself had changed. It didn't look like we could make it there on foot. Maybe the tunnels were still intact. 2 tunnels lead to Odaiba. The Shuto Expressway's Tokyo Harbor Tunnel to Oi and Route 2 tunnel connecting to Uminomori Park. Later had collapsed though. We saw on the way here. That was why we had to use the Tokyo Harbor Tunnel. Are we saving? Wait, we shouldn't be saving though. We just loaded. What? Thankfully, it was still structurally sound. There was some crash and burning cars here and there. Nothing impassable. Looked up to see a chopper flying overhead. Was that one Here to attack Asuma too. The road inside the tunnel was a real mess. Cracks on the walls were leaking water, and vibrations strong enough they passed for earthquakes. Earthquakes kept shaking the place. It could fall apart at any moment. Still, this was our only chance.
Let's go.
Momo strolled into the tunnel without a moment's hesitation. I followed her after her, watching my step. Oh my god. The tunnel was about 1.3 kilometers long. Once we were through, we'll be out of Odaiba, hoping the cross. Sorry about that. Alright, I'm back, sorry. Hoping that Cross and the gang were doing okay. We made our way through the tunnel. Or inside the tunnel suddenly began to shake so hard I could barely stand. There was an intense rumbling ahead.
Hold on, look!
It's water? Water flooding in? Water, oh shit.
Shit!
Was this tunnel collapsing too?
Shit! Momo, run! Shit!
We spun around and sprinted back as fast as we could. But yeah, you're not gonna outrun water flooding in. The water was faster, yeah.
Shit!
It caught up to us.
Shit!
Is it? You know? Why does it keep doing this fucking thing, bro? Am I the only person that has this situation? We were right in front of the tunnel. There was no sign of the water yet.
Let's go.
Wait.
Huh?
This tunnel's dangerous.
Look up in the sky. The chopper was making circles up there. Thinking back, the drone can't use to attack Asuma were all UAVs. So for unmanned aerial vehicles, UAVs are airborne vehicles without human pilots. I hadn't seen a single chopper there. Why was this one here then?
Hey.
Oh, Raham's still alive? This is the first time I saw a living human being beside Momo and Asuma since we arrived at Odaiba.
Tatted Baldy Builder!
Tatted Baldy Builder?
What?
What? Oh wait, that wasn't his name.
Graham Kingley, you're alive?
And when he was here in Odaiba,
But why?
I'm pretty sure he was at the Gaia Institute last night.
Asuma's transformation is partially my responsibility. You want to arouse my suspicions, but I wasn't able to deal with them fast enough. I have to stop Asuma myself.
Chopper overhead flew down towards us, so it wasn't a
Did
drone.
you call it down? You're gonna fight him in that chopper? Don't you see what's happening there?
I'm a soldier. It's something I gotta do.
You're a mere human compared to his godlike presence, bro. He was determined to take on Asuma if all he had was this chopper. I wouldn't let him though.
Hold on, let's get him to take us.
Yeah, we should.
I stopped Graham.
I want you to do something for us.
I have no obligation to help you.
You want to help Asuma, right? Don't force him to kill anyone else. Asuma created the asteroid, and if it falls, it's gonna kill more people than the Sad Morning. Right now, we're doing what we can to stop it. Please help us. All you have to do is take us to Nakano.
Stop an asteroid? There's no way you can.
Yes, he can. Pollon can do it. He can do it if he uses the thing his father left behind.
Momo.
Yeah, I can do this. I had to believe I could.
You know I've made it through some pretty insane situations.
He's like, you know what? You see what I've done before. You could trust me.
Going there to get yourself killed won't help Asuma. You're just trying to find a way to go out on your own terms. But we might still be able to help him. And the world. So help us out.
Please!
Momo and I both bowed our heads. You should be on your knees though, to be honest. The wind and noise were intense. Momo and I struggled to stay upright. Chopper landed and the soldier showed himself.
Major! This place is dangerous! Please get inside!
Ram!
I shouted and our eyes met.
Get in.
Oh shit, he's the Chad! He's a Chad!
It's gonna be a bumpy ride. We're going through a battlefield.
That's fine by me. Take the shortest route.
Chopper hovered upwards. We're doing another save? Bruh. How many saves are we gonna do?
Change of plans. I'm calling off the attack. Take us to Nakano.
With that, I might be calling off today's stream. Right. We did witness you know, Pollon Takaoka's, you know, state of mind being in total collapse, right? It was that way most of the time during this playthrough, but now we got a plan. We just had to keep using our loading saves and get the plan in action. Hopefully I can I think I can stream tomorrow, but not too sure. Anyways, it has been fun. I like to continue what Pollon does next, but we have to wait. Anyways, thank you.